Oh my God. Wait, are you actually here? Brandon, is this the son? Son, are you here? Unmute yourself.
I might be
Are
here.
it you are here? Oh my God, look how great you look, Dawn. Wow. Oh my God. Okay. They were just sorry, I had to run to the bathroom. I was having a moment. Okay. And somebody, let me tell you what I was getting in my brain. Hang on, let me go get my blanket too. I know I'm wearing like full on silk pajamas, but you always have to have a blanket while you're channeling. Okay, it's just a thing. And apparently my husband threw mine over here. So somebody, we already know who it was, but I was in the bathroom and I was going through and I was touching up my nose because I had live earlier, so I didn't have fresh makeup on. And somebody was like, "Oh, yeah, my son's here. My son's here. Oh yeah, he's here. He's gonna." I was like, "Is he gonna be able to make it?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's summer." I was like, "But I thought he goes to school like far away or something like that." And he was like, "No, he'll be there." And that's why I was very excited to see you. The other thing is that somebody was complaining about now. Oh, I see the candle in the background.
Yes.
I see it. Okay, sorry, shiny things catch my eye. Um, the other thing is, God, what was it? One of them was, do you now this is probably something that I may not know how to ask this. Is there something going on with like the top of one of if like your dining room table? Like, does it need to be resanded, or is there like veneer coming off of it, or is there something going on with that?
Yes.
Oh, what is that? Yeah, that was very random. What was that about?
That sounds like Dave complaining.
Yes. Okay. Is it just is it like peeling up a little bit, or what is
Yeah,
it?
like the finish is just like it got like something too hot was put on there, so it's like you can see where the plate was sitting,
The
and then
plate. Okay. He's showing me while I was in my bathroom. I was obviously I was getting ready, and after he was talking about the sun, we have to talk more about the sun in just a second. It just reminded me of what he was talking about. And he goes, all you have to do is really just, take a sander to it. And I was like, what are you talking about? He says something about veneer, though. And I go, oh, okay. And he says, so you'd have to like pull it up. And I'm like, well, where is this at? He showed me everybody sitting down for dinner. And I was like, okay, so this has to be going along with the dining table. And he was like complaining about that. So just letting you know that he's around, that he can't physically fix it. The other thing too, and Brendan, did you have a slight girlfriend or something thing going on and then that left?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, these are all things that I got in my bathroom. So that was the third thing. He goes like this, and he walks up to you in my brain. By the way, your father's very physical in my head. So he walks up. So picture you being the chair. Okay. And he walks up to you and he goes, it's okay. Yeah. I mean, he got all ushy gushy about it, but it didn't work out, and that's okay, son. We'll find another, just like that. And so yeah, so what went on with that? That's very interesting.
I mean, I met her at college, and we were in like the same degree and everything. So like we had a bit in common as far as that goes, but she lives kind of far away. So yeah.
And yeah, so it can't work out very well because of that. So okay, so it's not completely gone, but it's just not on the roster anymore because of okay. Yeah, he was just talking about that, and he says that he knows about it, and that what do you mean? I don't know. Where does she live? Is she more? He says she lives in a shit city, so we got to figure out where that is it like Boston or something, or where does she live? Where? I don't know all the cities up there. What shit city does she live in?
Uh, it's actually towards like Detroit. It's Livonia. So it's like, yeah.
Okay, pause real quick. Pause. This is the funniest thing. So I was actually on the phone with David Meltzer's like head production guy when I got off the live with him. And his name is Nick. and he was talking about his girlfriend that he's with, how she lives outside of Detroit. And I heard like his dad, who's also dead, says, "My God, that's a shit city." So guess what? Your dad was probably there for that conversation. And then he's equating that because he's from Nick is from Maine. And so it's very different. So that's where that loop comes into play. And why? Hold on. There was something else. Y'all didn't have another dog die, right?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, there was something else about a dog. There was something about a dog being dead, and I was like, I know there's already a dog that is crossed over. That is already a thing. But he kept making
Yeah,
say it again.
he was really sick a couple of weeks ago.
Oh,
Maverick.
he was. Your
Mhm.
dog that you have right now.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was, like, terribly sick. Yeah, he was talking about he says, "Oh, no, don't let another dog die. I don't want that to happen." And I'm like, "But I only see 1 over there with him," which is
Mhm.
what we're talking about. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so he knows about that. So there's another thing.
Mhm.
And why? Tell me. Hold on. So y'all did take him to the vet and they did check him out and they did clear him and like send him home so they didn't hold him there? Okay. 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 I asked him, I said, "Well, what did they do? Where did they go?" And that's the stream of consciousness that he said, what? Something about it popping back up again. Boop. So maybe something's going to like rear its little head again because he just showed a little mountain. Boop. But why? What is it? Let me turn to my spirit box for you. You're always so good on that. Let me turn on off my Bluetooth so it doesn't scare the shit out of me in my headphones. Hang on. When something says hello while you're talking to somebody in your headphones, it makes your butt pucker. So hold on. Okay, it does. Hold on. Okay, so I have my spirit box on. Um, what about your mom? What about your mom? Oh. Was he closer to his grandmother than his own mother?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I know. Okay, it's a weird thing. He showed me 2 things. He said something, something, mom, mom, mom. He
Mhm.
showed me a watch of my grandmother's that I have, which is odd, which leads me to believe that I don't know, he's trying to talk about his mom being a grandmother, or is he talking about being close with his grandmother? That's where I kind of like got that. I jumped the line.
Mhm.
And why? Maybe there is something. He's not giving me any other feelings besides something wrapping up or something, maybe dates or something going along with his mother. I don't know what it is though. I don't feel like celebration. I don't feel anything like that. Clearly, he put her in my brain for some reason, but I don't know why. Um, hold on. Are you making me step inside of grass in a cemetery? He just took me to grass in a cemetery and he's making me walk. What is that about?
I know what it is. My
Yeah, what is
grandma,
that?
my grandma passed away on my birthday last year, and she just got her headstone like yesterday.
Yesterday!
Mhm.
Stop!
I took a picture on my phone from my mom yesterday.
From your mother.
I
Mother. Ah. Oh my God. Oh my God. He made me feel, and you never, well, down here in Texas, you don't do that because there's so many fire ants, but he made me feel wearing flip flops in a cemetery and having the grass come up and poke my feet. And he's talking about walking by headstones. And so he knows.
Mhm.
They all know. Your grandmother knows the
Yeah,
date. Oh my God. Sorry. My brain's now catching up to what he just told me.
yeah.
And what? Oh, good job. And what? Tell me. Vincent. Okay. Vincent, what? Hang on. Door. Are you at my door right now? I think you are. Hold on. Where? But her, yeah, of course. So your grandfather has been dead for a long time though, or he's been dead for quite a while. Okay. Okay. I said, "Are we waiting on anybody?" I said, "Is like the grandmother, I mean, obviously the grandmother's gone." I said, "Is like the mom watching anybody?" "Oh no, they're all here. They're just all here hanging out. Don't worry about it." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Okay. And he's very straightforward. What? Tell me. Why are you telling him that? He just showed you Brendan getting an online girlfriend. And he's like, I don't, it doesn't make any sense as to why. So hold on, give me just a second. Um, hold on. What do you mean by that? Oh, oh. So you do have a desktop wait. Are you going to get a desktop computer? Doesn't make any sense because you're in college. Are you gonna get rid of this laptop soon? Why is it a paperweight? What's going on? Do we need to upgrade? Like, what's happening?
I mean, long term, not really too far away. I want to get a gaming PC, but not
Gaming.
soon.
Yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, he has you on a desktop
Mhm.
like that. And then I said, "Oh, are you in his room with him? Does he have this?" He goes, "No, no, 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 no." And then he says, "Oh, at that point, you won't even need this." He says, "This will be a paperweight. You can just throw this away." Or he's talking about a laptop. And I go, "Oh, okay." So he's like, and I'm just gonna tell you, there is going to be just something that correlates with that gaming PC timing and meeting a spouse or a girlfriend. I don't know. Maybe you have a girlfriend at that point in your life when you get Sid PC. Maybe you meet somebody online through a game because of your gaming PC. Like there's something that correlates with that. It doesn't feel like you move in to like an apartment or a house with a woman and have a gaming PC. This person is still figurative somewhere. So there's something going along with that timeline. And we'll just have to, he's showing me what? Hold on. He's telling you, and you look great. So this is not coming from me. He says you have to watch your weight. You have to watch your heart health. You have to watch it. And I said, "Well, what do you mean by that?" He came up and he showed me like a version, I think, of like him, which is interesting. And he had his like tummy sticking out a little bit. And then he made me hear and I'm like, "Wop, wop." And I'm like, "What are you doing?" And I could hear it. I could see the belly fuzz, like the fuzz. And he's saying that like you are a version of him. And he says, in order for you to like live long and not be worried, he doesn't want you to have like really bad heart health at 40 and die, essentially. Like that's what he's just talking about. And he says that, I mean, you look great. So I'm not saying, but this is just a note from him. What are you talking about? Hold on. He's trying to tell me what you like to snack on, but I don't know everything. So stay with me, okay? Um, hold on. Are you they? Do y'all have like a tiny, oh, I don't know, Giorgio's? Do y'all go to like a little like local Italian pizzeria thing? Not like Domino's or not like Papa John's?
Yeah.
Okay, odd. Yeah, Giorgio's. That's what he just put in my head. Now that could be there's somebody literally named Giorgio hanging out or George.
Yeah.
But for me, that's Italian, especially because we're talking about food. So I'm trying to make that correlation. And he's talking about how, hold on, go back, go back. He just showed me snacks, but I don't know exactly what. Maybe he'll pop it back in my brain again. Hold on, tell me. Hold on. A pin? Did he ever have to have um pins on my ankle? Hold on. I don't know what you mean, sir. Uh, did one of y'all ever have to have like ankle surgery or something?
Not ankle, knee.
Knee. Okay, somebody showed me large joint. They showed me lower part of the leg and they showed me a pin going through it. What is that? What happened with that?
Well, the only thing I can think of is because he needed knee surgery at the time, and then I need knee surgery now.
Oh, and you haven't gotten it done yet.
No, but
Oh, you bad thing.
the only thing I can think of is my dad had ankle, he got a pin in his ankle.
Your dad did?
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah,
When?
long, long time ago.
A long time
A
ago.
long time ago, yeah.
Really? It may be that they're trying to bring him up, and the way that they bring him up is
Mm,
by talking about a pin
it could,
in his ankle. Yeah. So it
mm,
could be that they're trying to switch and talk about other people. Hold on. Let me see. What about now? What about now? Why are you flying an airplane? Somebody's talking about flying an airplane. And hold on. Oh, there's literally an airplane flying over me right now. How funny. Hold on. What do you mean? So oh, there's a man in my brain. Okay, not just your husband. Um, do you have no. There's some man here that claims to be, but he's old. He's old school. And his biggest thing is military, but that's the only thing he keeps giving me. And then he shows himself with like baby maker glasses on, which if you haven't been in the military, you don't know what I'm talking about, but they're like the brown, big,
mm.
ugly ones. But I know it's not your husband. I don't believe it's your dad. I don't believe um so I'm gonna leave that there. He just keeps showing me a face just literally like that, just floating. And I'm like, and what? It could be there's somebody that goes along with Giovanni. So we're gonna keep going back over here. Hold on. Tell me about her now. Hold on. Hold on. What? Come back over here. Why are you walking? Why are you walking in there? He keeps walking that away, that away, that away, over and over and over again. And tell me. Do you what? Don, do you have really bad wrists? Do you like spill your drink or something a lot? Or what is up with that? What is that?
I drop stuff a lot,
You do?
but I have carpal tunnel.
Oh,
Yeah, so
that's why.
because I'm like at a desk all day, so it's like these will start hurting really bad, like right here.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, I know. That's a terrible pain and it goes
Yeah,
all the way up. I get it. Okay. He had you get a drink, like a beverage or whatever this is. He had you put it in like a Yeti or like one of these cups. And he's talking about if you would go and you'd put it by your bedside. So like when you're going to bed or something. And then he shows you, he says, "Oh, don't want to pick that up. You're going to ruin your wrist. You're going to drop it. Be careful. Oh, even with the lid, it's going to go everywhere. Don't do it. Don't do it." It's like he's just like with you, I guess, when you go to bed or when you go to sleep. And where? Do you stay up in here watching TV at night?
yeah.
Oh, okay. I said, "So do you go to bed with her every night?" I said, "Is that what you do?" He goes, "No." And I go, "Well, why?" And he says, "Most of the time she's in here." And I said, "I mean, the couches look really comfortable." I said, "But I don't know if they're like great for sleeping." He goes, "No, she does." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So he just like hangs out in here with you. And he's like, "Come on, it's time to go to bed." And he's talking about bringing you in. And so you will stay in here till like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes, like
Oh,
sleeping awake.
yeah.
Oh, He's saying that you're just as bad as, like, my aunt. I have an aunt that's, like, I mean, obviously, clearly not that old, right? But I have an aunt that's, like, 89, and she stays up till, like, 5 o'clock in the morning in the living room, falling asleep, watching shows, and it's funny, and so he's equating that. And he likes to come up and, I guess, give you a kiss, and he's just like, "Lets you know that he's watching." Why? Tell me. Really? AFK, away from keyboard? Why did you put AFK in my brain? Hold on. Give me a second. And so you, Brendan, will leave your computer on like all night, AFK or something? Or what is that? Or will you just like leave your game up? I mean, it's not good for your computer. My husband would destroy me if I did that. What about you?
Um, with certain games, sometimes, just not super common, but I have done it before, but with my Xbox, not the computer.
Oh, your Xbox. See, I forget that that even exists. Sorry, I'm a PlayStation person. It's fine. We're still friends. It's okay. But yeah, he goes like this. He goes, "Oh," and he says AFK, and I go, "What?" And he says, "Leaving it on." He goes, "Oh yeah," and you can hear the music or whatever it is. He says all night long, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." And so he's checking in with everybody to see what they're doing. And he showed me the Pepe Le Pew thing again in my head. Just brought that up. That was really cool. He just like, what is that about now? Again.
That was he used to send me that little Pepe Le
Did
Pew.
he really?
Yes, yep. he would he would like send it to me like text message or put it
Yes.
like Facebook or yeah.
Wasn't that wild when like that popped up? And I literally was sitting here and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna show people how I feel and get images and symbols. And then like that popped up for you. And I was like, all right, this is random. I'm gonna show it to you though. And so he just shows so he's just doing it again for you.
Yep.
And he won.
I just talked about that at work today.
Oh, you did? Oh, see, there's the other connection again. He's going back to Brandon real quick. Hold on. Michael. Michael? Hold on. Do we have somebody with a middle name of Michael? Oh, wait, shut up. That's your name. All right, that works. Okay. Sorry. He just said you just heard me say your name and then he finished it up in my brain and I'm like, "Oh, okay." And why? Yeah, so he's calling you by your whole name.
Mhm.
What? Hold on, tell me. Well, it's a good name. I like it. I gave it to him. Yes, I know. And what? Did you? Oh, did he? Interesting. So when maybe it's because he's with his mom. Brendan, did you have him like growing up as a kid? Did he sleep with you up until he was like 3 or 4? Like, did he sleep with you?
He would come in bed with us like in the mornings and then
He
but
would. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, he says, "Oh, he was good. He was good at being alone." He says, "But he was a nervous sleeper. Or he would like to come up and like get in bed with us." He says, "Oh, up until," and he shows like 3, 4, a little bit of 5, and then he says, "Oh," and then he was off and like doing his own thing. I
Yeah.
said, "Well, that's good." I said, "My kid was like stuck to me till he was like 9, which is still fine." But like he's just talking about how he can relive these memories and re-see them over and over again. And what? Hold on. Hold on. Where? A birthday card. Okay, what about a birthday card? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. They showed me a blue birthday card with a dog on it. I know it doesn't make any sense right now. Hold on. I'm going with everything now because he showed me walking in grass in a cemetery. So now I just have to say everything. He's talking about, I don't know. Is that a water sign? Is that what you mean by that? Brendan, your birthday wasn't in July, right? No? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would be the water sign that's closest. There's something about, or is that you? Do you have like an anniversary card or something next to your bed, Dawn? Or what is a card or an anniversary card? What is that?
Our anniversary is actually next Saturday.
Oh, next freaking week.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
And
Thank
then
you.
this tattoo that I have is actually from an anniversary card. It says, Dawn, all my love, David B.
Okay. Oak from anniversary card. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. He showed me like a birthday card that my dad gave me that I have next to my bed in my room. And I go, is that him? And he's like readjusting it. And then he shows me a anniversary card that my husband gave me. And then he puts it and he says, always and forever, I'm there. And he's like, soon, soon. And so I'm at first I'm like, birthday? It was anniversary. So he's recognizing all these things. And he says that, tell me, he does. He loves you. He loves you. After how many? How many? No. What? Almost as long as I've been alive. What are you talking about? Um, But you haven't been married for that long. Have y'all known each other for 30 years?
It was 30 years in March. March 17th was our first date 30 years ago.
The water sign. Water sign. Pisces.
Yeah.
There, thank you. Oh, do you see how that works? Good job. Ooh, I love your number 2 session. Good job. Okay, sorry, it's even better. Okay, yeah, this is like 10 out of 10. Yeah, so he says, he goes like this, and I quote, he goes, "Oh, I said, how long you been together? Can you tell me?" And he said, "Oh, almost as long as you've been alive." I'm gonna be 36 in November. I was like, "You're not even that old." And he's like, "Yeah, yeah, talk to her about it, 30 years." And I'm like, okay. And so, yeah, so he knows.
Yep.
And he says that, "Why did you did you" he's making a joke about trying for kids. He's making a joke about how it's not that we didn't try, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, you're so funny," like, insert the semi-dirty joke,
Yeah.
and he's talking about how, "Why? Boobs." We're gonna add that in there, and
Well,
let's take it back to kosher because it's fun, and he says, "Tell me, where are you going?" Hold on. 90? What do you mean 90? Hold on. Oh, was she? Were you going through his phone the other day again?
we didn't go through his phone, but
What
I went
what is
through
that?
I went through his Facebook the other day. Like
Facebook.
Facebook.
Okay. Okay. He goes like this. He says, "You know what I saw her?" I said, "What?" He says, "She was snooping through my," and then he shows me my apps on my phone. And I was like, "What?" He says, "Trying to see if I was cheating on with anybody. You know, I wouldn't do that." And he was like, "No, it's none of that." And I go, "Oh, okay." And he says, like, "I saw her." Going like that. And so I'm like, okay, we're going through a phone. Is that? And he says that. So he was like there with you for that. What are you talking about? Beef tips and gravy. Okay. Hold on. Random. Um, yeah, somebody just showed me beef tips and gravy or something. What is that about?
Like my niece Miranda, who me and Dave practically raised, she just
Yes.
she just made that for dinner like 2 days ago and sent me a picture of beef tips and gravy.
Shut up. Really?
Yes, I could show it to you on my phone if you
Yeah, send it. Yeah, send it to me or text message it, show it to me. Yeah, he just showed me an image, a picture of it. And yeah, so he's there. He knows how random. At first I was like, "Do you mean Salisbury steak?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "Talk about beef tips and gravy." And then I asked him if it was his favorite, and he said no. So I'm like, "Okay, I'll just say it then." And why? Tell me, meatballs. Okay, what about meatballs? Hold on. He's more of a sandwich person or like a sub person or something. And that's what he just did. And what? Tell me, Philly cheesesteak. Okay, now we're talking about every bit of meat in the world. And he's like, so he's showing me a sandwich in my brain, and he's like changing the fillings. Poof, poof, poof. Poof. That's what it looks like. And I can get the feelings and the taste of every single one of them. And I don't know if I'm gonna say that. Um, he's talking about how when I went up to Pennsylvania and I went to Lancaster County and I went to like the Mennonite area, the Amish area, and I stayed there because my family, they were Russian, but they lived in the, Pennsylvania Dutch area. So I grew up having scrapple, and that was like my favorite thing. And he's like, I don't really deal with the Amish people. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, they're kind of just, in their own group. He says, it's nothing bad. He says, it's just, they just stay by themselves. I was like, oh, okay. And then he's talking about scrapple and how he doesn't like it that much or something, or like he doesn't eat it. And he's talking about how, can you go back over here? He'll talk about food all day long. Um, and he has these like really thick palms with these not nubby fingers, but they're not that long. And he's showing me like if somebody's like rolling out a pizza dough. And I know he didn't roll out pizza dough, but he's obviously cooking in my brain or doing something like that.
Right.
And tell me what? Hold on. He just showed. Hold on. So y'all are gonna get food to go tonight?
We already did.
Oh, you already did. Oh, yeah, it is an hour later over there, isn't it? Yes. Okay. He goes like this. He went into your kitchen and he opened the fridge. He says, I don't know why you had to get food to go. I don't know why you had to eat out. There's food in the fridge. I mean, not a crazy amount of food in the fridge. He's like, but it's a thing. He's like, and then he just made me hear like somebody grabs a paper sack. And I go, okay, so this is to go. So he's talking about being with you. And he says that, tell me. He's talking about you really. So Dawn, do you really do you really like the beach, or do you just like the beauty of like the water and all that stuff, or is that like a vibe for you? Okay. He said, I don't even know why this is a thing. He just put himself on the beach. He put his hands like this. He put himself in a mermaid tail and he says, I'm here for you. Just like joking. And he's talking about, I guess at one point, I mean, he likes living here, but maybe at some point, I don't know, maybe you'd want to have like a little beach house or a little retired. I know that was probably a dream with him, right? And clearly that's not going to be the same thing, but that could also be a meaning of like, it's okay if you do that one day, like I'll still go with you and I'll be your mermaid.
So
Merman. No.
we live in Michigan, so up north, like he always wanted to get like a cabin,
Lake house.
lake house up north. Yes, always.
That's the beach. Okay, yeah, because he was talking about it's colder, and I'm like, I don't know what beach you go or you don't, because I'm down here in the South, right? And
Right.
he's talking about how, yeah, and I haven't been up there before. Hold on. What? Has So you do have the necrometer app and you do try to use it on him?
I have been thinking about getting it and trying it, but I
You
don't.
should.
I know. I'm always like right there. It's like,
Oh my God. Okay, that's so cool. Okay, sorry. He just brought that up. He goes like this, it just said maybe. Like, when I asked you that, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna take a screenshot. Um, hold on. It just as I'm saying that. So I said, oh, you got the necrometer app and you're gonna use it on him. Hold on. And it said, maybe.
no, I
And
go back and forth with it. I'm like, do I want to or
well, if you do, he goes like this. He says, once she gets on it, she's not going to get off of it. And I go, well, that's okay. And he says, she's going to annoy the piss out of our son. And I go, okay, like, God, do you see this? Oh my
Yeah.
God, do you see this? But just know whenever you do that, if you try to do that, which is perfectly fine, just know that he is strong, but he will come in waves. And so there will be some times where you will get him for like an hour and then you won't hear from him at all, right? So I don't want you to think that he's just like not there. It's just they have to build up their energy. And then it takes a second. And what? High school graduation. What? Pictures. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Random. This is probably gonna be a no for you. Brendan, was your high school like your colors for graduation weren't red, right? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's a no. Yeah. Um, he keeps showing me, and he's not having like a 35-year-old height, and he's not going back to that. There's something about education and robe and red or maroon or one of those colors, but it doesn't make any sense to me besides that. So hold on. So we're gonna leave that there. Tell me, and then you think about it later. What? Who are you? Dawn, do you know anybody named Betty or Penny?
I have an Aunt Betty.
Betty. Oh, who's Betty? That she's alive though?
No, she's not.
Oh, she is gone. Oh,
Yeah, yeah, she is
okay.
my grandpa's sister.
Really? Oh,
You're
it
getting
goes like this. He says, "Oh, hey, Betty." So Betty's around, apparently. Hold on. What? What do you mean? Mm, did somebody end up passing away that had like cancer of the intestines or cancer of the stomach, or they passed of like really bad stuff dealing with those two areas or something?
my dad.
Your dad did.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He says your husband goes, "Oh my God, that was a shitty day." And I said, "What are you talking about?" And he says, "Oh yeah." He says, "It was bad." And then he shows me like a chart of it. And he says, "But he's okay now. Terrible thing to go through." And he says, "Just let her know that like he's here." So again, a second mention, right? Bring that up again. And he what? Tell me. In your dad's passing, like, were you not able to get really close to him before he crossed? Like, were you not, like, able to get emotionally close to him?
Oh no, I was there.
Extremely. Yeah. He just goes like this. He says, "I just want her to know," or I it's like either I want her to know, this is all in feelings,
Mm,
that oh something something he gets closer to her, or he's very emotionally close to her, or that just to let her know that he's there. And so for me that means, well, maybe he's trying to fill a void. No, it's because he already is. And he won, and he just shows me this picture of like, oh dog, which is like a loving, like a hand thing, right? And he says that, "Tell me, your husband's trying to bring other people in now."
mm.
Um, Betty, that's great. Who? Pearl. Okay, hold on. There's a woman that's like right over to the left of you. I can see her in my brain, but I can't see her over there. Who are you? Hold on. Mm. Do you know there's another female that she would have had a longer name, but we would have called her like Aunt Jill or like Jill or Jan or Ja, like they're Janine, so they call her Jean or something. What is that?
The only thing I can think of for that would be my grandma. Her name was
Yeah.
Dorothy. So like all of her nieces and nephews called her Dot, like Aunt Dot.
Dot.
Yeah.
Dot.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, there's just something quick. They go, "Oh, long name," and they call her D or J like that. Super, super fast.
Yeah.
Apparently, my ringer is not off. There we go. Now it is. And she's like behind you, and it feels very grandma-esque because they showed me finger wave hair, which just means like old school, essentially. And so she's there like in the corner, which is interesting. She doesn't really made any feelings for me, but I think your husband is just trying to show you that they're all around you. And your dog is not going blind though right now, right?
Well, he's got cataracts.
Oh, he does. He doesn't look that old. Okay. She goes like this. He just showed me as he walked in and looked and then walked back. He goes, "Oh, poor guy. Poor guy's going blind. Can't see. Let him know that I help him see." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So again, he's just watching. So they're in that room, in that space. And tell me what? What? When does he turn 14? When does the dog turn 14? For a
No,
while, right?
yeah, he'll be 11 in February.
So 3 years from now. Okay. Yeah, he goes like this. He says, "Don't worry, he's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere." And I said, "Well, what do you mean by that?" He says, "You may have to spank a diaper on him." Or something like that. That's all he says. And I go, "Well, what?" And he says 14, 14, 14. So I'm thinking that it'll probably go up and down, up and down, up and down. Or it could otherwise that could also mean January 4th, but we'll have to get there and see, right? So if we make it past January 4th, then I'm gonna say 14 years of age. Okay. Um, and so you will just have to let me know on that and tell me what about now? He's trying to talk about your accomplishments. He said accomplishments. I said, "Okay, what does this mean?" Hold on. Hold on. Give it one more shot. Give it one more shot. What do you mean give it one more shot? Hold on. Wait, are you graduating this year? Are you graduating this year? Oh, okay. Good job. He says, "Give it one more shot." I said, "Did he quit?" He goes, "No, no, no, no." And I'm like, "So close, so close." And I go, "Okay." He says, "Come on. Come on, you got it. You got it. You got it." So he's like telling you, like, "I'm here for you. I'm here for you." And he says that it's okay if you move out of the state and not going to be with your mother. But I tell you what, it's okay if you go and find your own. It's fine. He's like, "She's gonna miss you. She's gonna love you. In fact, she's probably gonna go and move with you, which is perfectly fine. She'll love you. Don't feel bad about it. But you'll be back. You'll be back." And I quote, that was the whole train of thought. And he says, like, "I love you. You gotta go get your feet wet. I get it. I get it." And he says, like, he'll be with you. There's like also a weird, like, veering off point to you going south and then coming back up. And so I don't know if that's as far as Florida south or if this is like, nope, not Ohio. They don't show me mayonnaise. Hold on. That's a symbol for Ohio is mayonnaise. Don't ask me why. Or like North Carolina or like some weird, interesting south. Or maybe you're moving to a city south or you're gonna have a job south. I don't know. Um, hold on. Where? Hold on. Where? One of the things he said is, "Whatever you do, don't get the job in California." Um, that's one thing. I think that's gonna be down the line. Another thing too is that there is an odd feeling. Don, you may be joining me at some point in Texas.
Interesting.
I know you don't want to. I know it's not hot on your plate. I know it's not hot on his plate. I know nobody's saying, "Yeah, let's move to Texas." But there is an odd feeling of him saying, at some point you're going to pack up the house and then it's like you'll shift. Oh, you're going to move because of your son and what's going on with his life.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So for me, oh, stop it. Don't give me that. And so for me, this would almost mean like if somebody has a kid, and you want to be closer and you want to work, but you want to help out and you want to be there for that. Like that's kind of the area I think it's going to be for, not just because, I hate living here. I think it's going to be a bigger thing. Okay. And he says, tell me, oh, look at your buddy back there. Oh, he's standing. And does he normally stand over there?
Y- Yeah, he sniffs that corner a bit. We normally have our birds there, so
Oh, okay. Man, look how girthy he is. Look how happy he is. Oh, he loves him. Sorry, I love big dogs. And what? Tell me, what about it? What about him? Hold on. Oh, oh, okay. Brendan, can you put, um, did you used to have your dad as like your wallpaper where your apps are on your phone, but like that's not there anymore? Or is that still a thing? What is that? Oh my God, it legit is there. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that's good. Okay. He's talking about, he says, and I just want to let you know, thank you. I said, what? And he says, oh, he says, I know it's not always cool as my son to have your dad on your wallpaper. He says, it's not the best for girls. He says, but I appreciate you. I love this. And he's talking about how you're in line with your mother. And so he loves that you're like doing all this. Oh, you do look at that. Look, you have a good picture of him there. Heck yes. Oh my God. Yes. See, that's exactly what that is. So he gets it and he tell me because that gives him energy. And why? Hold on. Is she? Is she? What do you mean? What? So the girl, the niece that y'all were raising together, why did she go off the deep end? Why is she not here? What is going on with that?
Well, she's just about ready to have her third baby.
That's
And
so deep in family.
Mhm.
Okay. He goes, "Oh, she doesn't live here. Oh, she's all the way
Yeah.
over there." Okay. And I go, "Is that bad?" He goes, "No, she's just deep in it. I don't know what we're deep in." And is she having another girl? What is she having?
Yeah, she's having.
Ah, okay. Okay. He goes like this. I said, "So what is it?" He goes, "Oh, a little girl. Oh, I have her." I go, "Oh, okay." So just again, right? Reiterating, they talk about them, they know about them. And hold on, tell me, hold on. Does she have a Jason connected to her in any ways or a J? Jason? J, or do we know Jason? Is there a Jason attached anywhere?
We have the J and the JJ are our neighbors, mine and Brendan's neighbors. So
You're Brendan's neighbors.
yeah,
Interesting.
we have a J
Okay.
and we have a J. So
All the J's. Yeah, he keeps saying J and then JJ and then Jason. I'm like, Jason? Jason? Okay, so it's both of those people. Okay. And apparently he likes them. Apparently why? Did you used to have a Ring doorbell, Dawn, and now it's broken and you don't have it up there anymore? Or like what?
no, it's still up there, but
What is
the
that?
last times Dave was putting it up, he was putting it up and he pushed on it and it cracked the camera.
It broke. It cracked that. Okay. He says, and you know what? He says, you know what I hate? I said, what? He says, those stupid freaking Ring doorbells. I said, do you not? Okay, I don't have one. And he goes, no, no, no. He says, like, it's there and goes, it's like broken or something. And I'm like, oh, okay. So he broke it. So he's just complaining about your doorbell. And he's talking about how, tell me, hold on, hold on. Teddy bear? Hug? Teddy bear hug what? Valentine's Day. Yes. And hold on. Red Rose anniversary next weekend. Just letting you know that he'll be there for that. And what? Hold on. What? Why are you talking about my birthday on November 7th? What are you talking about? Wait, is that when you okay, I know that last year, and I can't remember the date at all. Oh, it's because you do. You put up Christmas right after Halloween, don't you? You're one of those people. Okay. I know we talked about like late November, Thanksgiving. You're like, I already had Halloween up. And then he goes, something, 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 your birthday. Oh, yeah, I'll be here for that. Oh, yeah, it's coming around again. Oh, yeah, look at her. Halloween, boom, for your birthday. It's already up or it's going up. And I'm like, oh, okay. And he says, of course I'm still around. Duh.
Yeah.
And he just loves you and adores you. You already know that though. He is one of my favorite people and my favorite spirits to talk to. And hold on, what do you want me to talk about with that? Jelly roll. Jelly roll? All right. What about jelly roll? The musician. Hold on. Hold on. He played Aaron Carter. He's trying to talk about how he's hanging out with all the people I channel.
That don't surprise me.
Like he just made me hear he made me hear an Aaron Carter song. People all around, you got to come get it. He goes, "Oh yeah, yeah, I see him. He's here too." And I'm like, "Okay." And then he's talking about um what? There was a reason for that. Hold on. Where? Music? Yes. He's trying to put a song in my brain. And because I don't have all the music in my head. Hold on. What? He's just making me hear a Michael Jackson song from like the 80s. That's so weird. Um, hold on. What? He's talked about Kid Rock because he's more of a rock person more than anything else. Like
Yeah.
that's his thing. Yeah,
Mhm.
he goes like that. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. And then he shows me Crazy Train. He shows me all this stuff, but he's like smooth. And so he's talking about that. So he's just creating his own version of heaven. He loves y'all so much. And he is around here all the time, and you already know that. And I'm asking him, what? Hold on. Did I do one of y'all like just chocolate chip ice cream or something? Or
Mhm.
chocolate chip cookie dough? Or does somebody like really like that?
Very chip.
Yeah.
We have been making what my niece again.
Yeah.
Every time she's come over, she makes me make cherry chip dip, which got chocolate chips in it.
Ch That's the cherry. He was talking about what is that? I've never heard of that. He showed me a Black Forest cake that has cherry and chocolate, and I said, "Are you doing a cake?" And then he showed me ice cream that has the little bitty chocolate chips in it over and over again, or like the shards. And I'm like, "Are you talking about mint chip?" And he's like, "No, dumbass, it's not that." And I'm like, "I don't know what this is then. So what is that?"
It's just got like cream cheese, Cool Whip, powdered sugar, vanilla, and then you put cherries, like you cut up cherries, cherry dew,
Yeah.
and you just mix it all together, and then you put chocolate chips in it. So it's just like a cherry chip, and we
Oh my
just
god.
use like
And you
graham,
just
whatever.
Oh,
Just
you do it with the graham crackers. I was like, "Oh my god, I just eat it." Do you use maraschino cherries or fresh cherries?
maraschino, because then we use some of the
Um,
juice out of it, and it makes the whole thing
oh
pink.
my god. Yes. Oh, I'm totally gonna make that, dude. I make fruit dip all the time, and I love maraschino cherries, and so I'm gonna go and just add that to it later. It's in my fridge. I make it in huge
Send me
batches.
the recipe.
Yes, please email it to me. Yeah, he just showed me that, and I've never heard of that before, so he's talking about that. Oh, how funny. Thank you for doing that confirmation. So is that's a thing that he loves or he likes or he liked a lot?
Well, I think he was just talking about because we've been just eating it a lot lately.
Yes. Okay. Yes. And that goes along with the steak tips. Ah, I got you. So that goes back over with snacks. Remember earlier he was trying to talk about snacks and like taking stuff to your room, and I bet that kind of like correlates with it as well. So FYI, that it all.
Miranda was just here last night. We made it last night. At the table, we were playing cards, so that's probably why he's talking about the table too.
You were playing cards. Hold on. Hold on. I will show you. Okay. So I got a message from Dave Meltzer's for Dave Meltzer's wife. You'll see a video. I posted a video on it earlier. Or if you were on live, you saw it. And after I took that picture, I said, do you have any idea? I said, somebody's in my brain and they're talking about like cards or like gin rummy. I said, but I don't know every card game. I said, so I have no idea. And she goes, no, I don't know. Fucking him. That was right. So he's been with me. That was when he was talking about your freaking relationship thing too. Yeah. So he was with you eating this fruit dip. Okay. So y'all, before I have to, I mean, obviously I'm gonna have to run to my next session, and he is like my favorite person, and y'all already know you are as well. What questions? Anything. Come
Okay,
on.
this is gonna be a
Tell me.
stupid one probably, but
Oh.
Miranda was here, not last night when she was here, but last week when she was here. She had a towel just over her, so she was cold. We always have the air conditioning on. So, and she said it felt like somebody tugged on the towel. And she's like, she goes, you have to ask her if that was Dave.
It'd probably be Dave. Yeah, because he like kind of passed here a little bit, halfway, and he's strong. If he can come in my bathroom and make me hear all that, he can definitely do that. And his energy would be able to do it. But would it be malicious? No, he's just playful.
Yeah, oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. You knew it wasn't good. She goes, as long as it was Dave, it was good.
Yeah. 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 There's nothing heavy or dark or bad in here. It's just Dave.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And then what other question? Yes.
So,
Yes. Yes. No, don't worry about it. Let me see if I can get his name on here. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Who? Okay, he's talking about her real quick. Hold on. And not on my spirit box, but in my brain. Hang on. God, I could just sit here for you for like, I could just cancel all my sessions and I'll sit here for hours and we'll just do this. I love talking to him. Hold on. Hold on. What? What? Hmm. And they have a house right now though, right? Like they have an actual house?
yeah, they live in a house. They rent it, but it's, yeah, they live
Yeah,
in a house.
he's talking about her having feelings of like, I wish I had a bigger house, or oh, I want to move, or oh, I want to get one. And he's talking about like having her be like, well, one day. And he's like, it's okay, it'll pan out. Like it'll pan out.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
yeah, their house is not very big, and they're, like I said, they're having their third baby, and so yeah.
That would be definitely, yeah. So he's just like responding to her comments saying like, it's okay, like for now, it'll be better.
Right.
Okay. It'll be better. And then what other question do you have, Don? Because then I'm having a friend of my session or Brendan Michael.
Brendan Michael. That was
Yes.
his BMW, so he was Brendan Michael Wool.
BMW. Oh, how interesting. Oh, I love it. Yeah. What question do you have for me, if anything, or for your daddy? He's here. Nothing.
I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Well, it's okay. I mean, if you think about it, let me know. And you always know that I'm here. And if you need me, let me know. And then I hope, like, this whole thing, again, last time we brought you in, right? But I hope this just makes you realize that your dad is still around, but he's just here in a little bit of a different way. Okay. Okay. So y'all know what? Go ahead. What were you going to say?
I just always like to know that he's here.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we get a lot
Yeah.
of.
I know. I know. Well, message me, let me know, send me pictures, and when you need me, let me know, Don, and I'll see you on live tonight, okay? We'll talk about it. Okay. I love y'all.
Love you too.
Bye.